On our last episode of ReeYees Retro Toys, we visited Ultra Mega vintage toy collector Chad Ploof. A self-proclaimed Kenner fanboy, Chad welcomed us into his home to showcase his diverse collection of vintage toys and action figures. We welcome you back for part 2 of this series as we continue on our tour into the depths of Chad's basement of collectibles.
What's behind me here?
That is a G.I. Joe toy box I got from a friend of mine. My dad had to redo the bottom of it. It had a little bit of water damage.
Okay. I imagine that's pretty rare. Kinda, right?
I'd say so.
That's neat.
Yeah, not too. Yeah, probably not too many of them. Yeah, it's I guess it's meant to hold I guess like your figures or something like that.
You got your X-Men.
I'm a big comic book fan too.
Okay.
We had all the good stuff then.
We did.
We
really
had all
did.
the good stuff then.
We did. Oh. And then every toy line usually had a comic book to go with it.
It did.
Supernatural's another great one.
Supernatural! Now you can join the battle between brave Lionheart and evil Skull and their eerie ghostlings.
Lion, you're dying. Now, Master, the lion in me is free. Take this!
Supernaturals. Lionheart, Skull, and Ghostling sold separately. New from Tonka.
If you look, the dragons are up there.
Oh, wow.
Those are pretty rare.
Yeah. This one you think you got a good collection going.
Oh, don't. Hey.
You walk in here. No, I'm joking.
There's a lot of years in here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh,
Rock Lords.
love Rock Lords.
You control their appearance, but no force in the universe can contain the power and the fury of Rock Lord. Shaking, quaking, crashing, breaking, Rock Lord, powerful living rock. Sold separately, new from Tonka.
That's it's pretty close to a set.
Yeah.
I need some of the gnarlies. The Jewel.
Yeah, the Jewel Lord.
Yeah, from the movie.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, why can't I think of her name?
Was it Solitaire?
Yeah, Solitaire. That's it. Yep. I actually was able to find the big snarly gnarly.
Wow.
At a yard sale for $2.
Oh.
It's missing the battery cover on the bottom.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You don't
that's
see
a
the
hard
battery
no.
cover.
You don't see those at all.
He kind of looks like this, really.
Yes. Yeah.
He's very similar to that one.
Yeah. Those are just the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm. Now is this a G1?
That is a G1.
Wow, look at the condition of that thing.
Wow. It took me a long time to find one that
You
nice.
could get that thing graded.
I could. It's the only thing is it's open.
Okay, but still.
It's very nice.
Look at that package.
I have
That's like
I have a
fresh.
Megatron upstairs that's really I had a hard time finding it too, but it's nowhere near as nice as shape. I have a Soundwave upstairs that's pretty nice.
Okay. Batman. All the Superpowers line.
In the Battle of the Superpowers Collection. What's this? The dam's about to blow and take Robin with it? Who'll stop the Joker and Luther?
Aquaman!
Kenner's new Superpowers Collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
Aquaman, down!
Who can help now? A power ring, a power action punch.
Defuse the bomb!
Can this madness be stopped in time?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Cyborg's there. That's the rare guy. The one that's
Which one is it?
that would be the one that's
Oh,
all
okay.
chromed out there.
Yeah. Kenner.
Unbelievable. It's a shame. I think once they were gone, I think they kind of set the standard.
Yeah.
I mean, Hasbro does some nice stuff. I think they've done some. They haven't done any nice stuff in a while. But I would say that Jabba sail barge is pretty nice. I don't have one of those.
Don't you kind of wish you would have bought one when they were...
They really skyrocketed, but you never know.
Because they wanted 500, right?
They did.
And now they're like 12.
Oh, yeah.
Slime, Giant Voltron, Gargoyles, Willow. Oh, that's cool. Ebersisk?
I have that loose upstairs.
Evil Dragon.
Yeah.
Such a cool movie.
Yes, it is.
The Earth. Oh, and this is the Filmation Ghostbusters.
This is the Filmation Ghostbusters. That's the elusive Ghost Command playset.
Wow.
Come on there, Ghost to bust.
Jake has a magic backpack and ghost gun. Primeval has a real cape.
Look out, humans.
Pull yourself together, you rusty wreck!
That's spooky.
Ghostbuster figures from Schaper. So much fun, it's spooky.
Oh, that's right. They had that money on gorilla with them.
Yeah. Defenders of the Earth.
I had him at one point that I found at a yard sale.
The vehicle that's behind them actually got released a couple times through Galoob for a couple different lines. One was the Infaceables, and I think it may have been released maybe once or twice after that. But that one's pretty rare. That one actually came from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
There's also there is a Mexican bootleg back there of a figure that never came out.
Okay.
That would have been, I guess, the Phantom's daughter.
Huh. Still in the bag.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen... Because that was a cartoon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
I don't think
It
I've
was
seen
neat.
that one. Conan the Adventurer.
I love that cartoon. That cartoon, I tell you what, it's such a shame that they didn't come out with a better toy line, because there were so many characters from that show that would have made awesome toys.
It's adventure beyond imagination, danger beyond your wildest dreams, and action bigger than you've ever seen before.
With his magic sword protecting the mightiest of warriors is he!
Feel the power, live the legend of Conan the Adventurer.
Conan!
Coming soon from Hasbro.
They just didn't do it. I think the scale was a little bit big for back in the early 90s.
Right.
I mean, the
Everything was
horses
a
are
little
pretty
smaller
cool.
back then. Like
Yeah.
G.I. Joe size.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you figure those are, those are probably 8, maybe.
Yeah, they're almost like Brave Star size.
They're big, and I mean, the horses are even bigger. So, I mean, to have any kind of, playset or anything was pretty much out of the question.
King Arthur and the Knights of Justice.
That was another really, really good cartoon that came out in the early 90s. They were supposed to re-release the Slime Pit from Masters of the Universe, and they never did. It was actually in one of the episodes. It looked just like it, and they never did. That was another one that I don't even think they put out the entire first wave. But I think like 2 seasons of episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of remember that cartoon.
Yeah, it was
If it was
neat.
early 90s, I was probably getting out of it. 'Cause
Sure.
I'm almost 39, so... Yeah. Probably Turtles and Toxic Crusaders were probably the last couple cartoons that I watched. And I was big into Dick Tracy, the movie.
That was, well, it was hard not to be. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, if you like that, you're gonna like what's upstairs.
Uh-oh. Do you have that? Oh, jeez.
Someday she will be mine.
Oh my goodness. Secret Wars.
Marvel supervillains and superheroes figures, each sold separately. Here, Doctor Doom and the Doom Platoon, Magneto, Dr. Octopus. There, Captain America and the Champions of Freedom, Spider-Man and Wolverine. Secret Wars, the secret's out. Dr. Doom and Spider-Man from the Marvel Secret Wars collection. Other figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
There's some rare ones there too. The ones in the middle back, Iceman, Constrictor, and Electro. Those were all European figures.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And that toy line looks good on display too.
It does.
I think it's the colors. I mean, it really pops.
Well, you got a knack for displaying too. You know what you're doing when it comes to setting up a good display for your toy lines. I mean, take the time to put, the fishing line together, hang the vehicles. Everything looks great.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. SilverHawks, look at this.
Yeah, that's
I'm blown away by SilverHawks.
This is a good one. The rarity back there is the ultrasonic.
Okay.
Quicksilver.
SilverHawks, partly metal, partly real, mighty warriors with the powers to protect space from all evil.
Sliver, surgery report. Quicksilver, activate power wing. Tallywhack, engage scissor wings. Now take him down. Mumbo Jumbo Air Shot. It's hero stomping time. No way.
Buzzsaw with Shredditor, Quicksilver with Tallywhack. Other figures with Weapon Bird sold separately. SilverHawks, new from Kenner.
It's been so long since I priced one, I wouldn't even know what they go for now. They're pretty expensive.
Is this the whole line? Almost?
I have the whole line. I have the whole line loose upstairs also. But the only carded one that I am missing is a Steelheart, which was the female character, and a second edition Bluegrass.
Okay. Because I know that's really rare, right?
Yeah, that was a hard one. Yeah, that actually is a custom-made tail that somebody made for me for the Skyrunner. It actually plugs right onto the back, so it makes it look just like it did from the cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's made out of resin or
nice
something.
Wow. Then you go into this room. Xpanders.
These are pretty rare.
Company command, time to expand. The PT Assault Boat expands to an air sea task force with torpedoes, skyfighters, troops, and guns. Ready to expand? Xpanders open automatically to reveal your hidden strike force. Sold separately from Galoob.
I got a couple friends that have been hitting me up. They've been finding them, I guess, recently, and there's not a whole lot of info out. That was another Galoob line, maybe like, I don't know, 87, maybe 88.
Okay.
But basically what the gimmick is it's almost like Starcom, where you hit the button and they all open up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a play set inside.
Oh, nice. And then you got the tiny figures to go along with it.
Yeah, they're real tiny.
Okay. Huh.
But they are really neat. The
almost like army gear.
Yes, actually.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pop open a bunch of different vehicles and play sets, and you got smaller ones, you got bigger ones. They're pretty neat.
That's Bucky O'Hare, right?
Yeah, most people don't know that was actually written by the same guy that came up with G.I. Joe.
Oh.
Larry Hama.
Yeah, he was featured in that in Toys That Made Us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, he
when we
was,
did that
yeah.
episode. Dago Boss set down there.
Really cool guy.
Oh, you got to meet him?
Once.
Or like a Comic-Con?
Yeah. Really neat guy. There's your Power Lords.
Oh, wow. I like the army gear too.
Me too. That was another one that was kind of a shot in the dark. But
Calling all boys loud and clear. We're the volunteers for Army gear. Weapons check. Your searchlight, Private, what don't I see?
A missile center with choppers and a secret army.
Join the Army gear. The Army in an Army. Open to reveal 2 worlds of battle action. From Galoob.
I like the, I forget which one I had. I think I might have had, was there a canteen?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the there was a canteen that turned into an aircraft carrier. Yeah, they all had really neat, and there was actually there was about 3 or 4 that were released overseas that never came out here. Submachine guns. I don't know. I am really lucky. I have a really good friend that lives overseas, and he's into this as well. And,
Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
we do some trading.
That's the cool thing about the the toy community. You meet a lot of great people. Anybody who does this is passionate about it.
Oh yes.
And it's great to share that
Sometimes
passion.
a little too passionate.
Oh yes, the Hasbros.
That's another one that they really knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame it didn't keep going, because they have the retros now. I mean, they're pretty cool.
Yes, I'm collecting the retro line.
I would definitely consider that.
Inspector Gadget up there. Megaforce.
That was another Kenner one. That was almost like Micro Machines before Micro Machines. They were all die cast.
Huh.
Like planes and tanks, and that came out way before. At least a few years.
Okay. Steel Monsters.
Here comes evil on wheels. The Bomber, mean motorized madness with powerful weapons, rugged battle armor, and the evil metal face. The Bomber, batteries not included, new from Tonka.
That was a Tonka thing. They actually repurposed some of their trucks and farm equipment into like a Mad Max style.
That's kind of neat. Destroyer. I've never seen these before. What year is this?
Oh, it's definitely 80s. I'm gonna say maybe 86, 85, maybe.
Bomber.
The Bomber came back. Like that was one of the last things that got released, and that's not all steel. There's some plastic in it,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure they took them off the shelves because lead paint.
Oh. Oh, the 80s. Forcer. I kind of like this line.
That was about the closest thing to Mad Max I think
Yeah.
that we ever got back then.
Right.
And if you're a
Even
kid
the
from
characters,
the 80s,
you know?
oh yeah,
This guy here with the mohawk.
oh they were very, very close.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it came with the mini comic, and
okay.
There was a few more. There was a few more that got released, but for some reason they weren't in the same scale. And I think it was just because they wanted to repurpose, you know, some of the other, I guess, like, you know, die-cast stuff that they had.
Okay. Aliens, Predator. These are Kenner too, right?
Yes, they are. That was early 90s, and I was a huge Aliens and Predator fan. Probably not a set of movies that probably kids should have watched back then. But
we watched a lot of stuff we
definitely weren't supposed to.
But it was kind of targeted towards kids. Yeah.
These definitely were.
Yeah. I was just talking to my wife about the Scary Stories books.
Oh yes, absolutely.
You know,
I remember that.
Like,
yeah.
Those illustrations were downright frightening.
There was a lot back then. Yep.
My wife couldn't believe it. She'd never heard of it. She's like, "This was a kid's book."
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's just like the shirt you're wearing right now.
Right, exactly. I had my RoboCop shirt on.
I got almost the whole set over there, and I had those in probably '87, and they were fantastic. They had the caps and everything, and the movie was probably the most uber violent thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yep. Oh, the scene with the Ed Enforcer. And,
yes, yeah. I'm into Gundam model building too.
Oh, okay.
That was another thing from the 80s and 90s.
Police Academy. Got the play set. The what's it called? The Precinct.
Yes. That was hard to get.
Yeah, I've heard like some of the Facebook pages I've seen. It's kind of hard to find.
It's hard to get.
You got it with the box.
The mail-in figure there. That was a hard one to get. That was Captain Harris. In fact, I don't even have him complete.
Yeah, but just have the figure if he's that rare.
Oh, he's pretty rare. I was gonna say the one on the bottom is Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
Cool!
Throttle, Vinny, Moto, biker mice on battle bikes with the firepower to stop the evil Plutarchians.
Mice from Mars Blazing Cycle. Additional figures and bikes each sold separately. Batteries not included. New from Galoob.
Most people, they pretty much, I guess, chalk that up as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ripoff.
I don't know why.
But it actually went for, I guess, quite a few years overseas. There's a lot there that's on that shelf that was only sold over in the UK. And it was, for some reason, a little more popular there.
Huh. I guess they didn't have to edit the name over there either.
That's true. They definitely didn't.
They weren't like hero mice from Mars or anything.
It's funny you bring that up.
Wow. Nice. So that's this is the basement level.
This is the basement level.
All right.
So I am back from the amazing collection of Chad Ploof. If you watched these last two episodes, you have witnessed one of the greatest, most amazing vintage toy collections that I have ever seen, and I am sure you have ever seen. Under one roof. And don't forget, there's actually going to be a part 3 of this series as well. I ran out of time and I could not get upstairs to his additional room that features a lot of his other items like Star Wars, Dick Tracy, Thundercats, and G.I. Joe. We were able to make the trade that I was talking about in the first episode. I traded him 4 Legions of Power boxes, some complete, some not, for some of his extra Centurions figures, which I had none of in my collection. I got Ace McCloud, Jake Rockwell, Max Ray, a complete hacker figure, a Doom Drone Strafer, a complete Wild Weasel, the Depth Charger assault weapon, an orbital interceptor assault weapon, and a tidal blast assault weapon. These attach to the various figures. And here you can see my Instant Centurions collection displayed here in my collector cave, along with the Centurions poster that Chad was very kind enough to throw in. I threw that in a frame to go behind the figures there. Not only did Chad give me a great deal on those Centurions figures, but right before I left, he threw in this amazing hotspot file card from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. Chad had traded his figure a while back and he didn't have it anymore. However, I have a hotspot figure, so he said go ahead and take it as a parting gift. So that's the kind of guy Chad is. I really hope you've enjoyed these last couple of episodes featuring the phenomenal Chad Ploof collection. Look out for part 3 coming to you very soon. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and keep on hunting.